whipping, I'm whipping. All them boys know, go get it, go hard for the U, we go harder than you. Getting it popping, 2-1 gun salute. Shout out them boys, footballer hoop. Know we the truth, Miami to you. Orange and green, I'm a rep for the team, but you know what I bleed. FCMG.
Got my game face, my Caneshades like I'm Bo Nose and D Nasty. It's game time and I'm Duke Johnson. I run the ball, you don't do nothing. Sound like a drum line when I touch down. Alumni all in the crowd, we 2 up, juiced up. Now everybody throwing them U's up.
There you up, look at what we do up. There you up, there you up, look at what we do up.
What is going on, Damien?
Oh man, a surprise Monday night show. Tommy Beard.
Hey, I'm glad to be back for part 2 of it for today.
Oh man, we're having a part 2 show.
Wow.
What's on the agenda, Bo? What's on the agenda?
You know, I just seen some, some stuff going on around here. People talking about the quarterback thing. And, I found some evidence. I found me some evidence that I can shut some people up. I didn't want to do this because I don't really want to be on the Perry side or the Williams side. But this one Williams supporter is really starting to put a thorn in my ass. And I'm just ready to put this to bed. That's what
Let's put it to bed.
Do you want to put it to bed? Do you
want? Yeah. So until after Friday, then it'll all come back up.
Do you want to put this to bed? Who is that? You're on Caneshades. Who is it? Oh,
no, we're putting it to bed.
We're putting it to bed. There he is, and I got something for you, Vic. Don't even say anything, Vic. I want you to know your quarterback's arm strength is below average. Let me listen to Bud Foster speak real quick.
I really felt like the Williams kid. We made a point of that last night, and that he hadn't turned the ball over. He really was lucky a couple times, in a couple games, and I felt like he was accurate, but I didn't really question his arm strength.
What? No way, Bud Foster. You would question Williams' arm strength. Why? Because
wait a minute, did he also say?
No,
wait a minute, did he also say he got lucky on some not being picked?
No way, he would question Williams' arm strength. There's no way possible, right, Vic? Because going over 20 yards, his percentage goes way down, right, Vic?
Of course. Guys, listen.
Hold on, Vic.
Wait a minute, Vic. We got more, Vic.
We got more, Vic. Let's play this. Hold on, Vic.
And and other than that run that popped right there, we were in great shape. But they really couldn't run it and didn't really try to run it really after early on, particularly when we got ahead. But I felt like we could break on his ball, and we played a lot more man-free tonight.
What? They could break on his ball, Vic, because they knew that he was going to throw 5 to 10 damn yards. That's what the hell this guy is. This guy does not give us a chance to win. All he's going to do is dink and dunk, and that's why Virginia Tech did what they did with a top defensive coordinator. Holy cow. And I don't want to hear nothing more about it.
Here we go. Here he is.
Cow.
The Black Alex Smith. Mr. Checkdown.
Holy cow. Vic, it's what everyone's been saying. It only took, 4 games of film for someone to pick up on this?
Yep.
4 games.
All right.
Go ahead, Vic.
All right, go ahead.
Listen, the guy had a bad game. Okay.
Vic,
listen,
they prepared for this.
I want to hear Vic. Go, Vic. Go.
You're interrupting.
You gotta let him talk. You gotta let Vic talk for like a minute.
All right, go ahead.
Go.
Okay, listen. He had a bad game. Did Jeff Thomas have a bad game against Florida that cost us the game? Did he lose his starting job? No.
You know why?
You
know why?
Wait, let me finish. I'm not done yet.
Go ahead.
Perry played last year, and our offensive line was much better, and all he could do was a 50% completion percentage. I'm not done. He definitely looks a lot better under Enos. And if Williams doesn't respond, yank him. Let's see what the kid could do. And it's his job to take the team and win. We've lost 3 games this year by 3, 4, and 7. 2 years ago, we were 10-0, and we won those close games. This year we haven't. That's football. I don't want to discuss this controversy anymore. I'm done.
Vic.
Let's focus.
Vic.
Let's focus on our offensive line
Vic.
and our defense.
Vic, if your quarterback did not turn the ball over 3 times, we wouldn't have been down 21-0. Perry, and then you say Perry.
No.
Perry didn't win the game.
No.
Perry was down 28-0.
It was 14-0.
28-0. He was down.
14-0.
And he came back from 28-0. Came all the way back.
The first
That's his second comeback of what? 17 or more? That's his second one. Come on, man.
The guy played well, okay? He was put in a position where he had to pass 95% of the times. They sat in a soft zone. I'm not trying to knock the guy, but listen, you don't take a guy out because he had a bad game. Give him another shot. If he fucks up, put Perry in. I'm all for it. Look, this season is over. We're not winning the Coastal, okay? Why not play both of them, okay, and have the defensive coordinators prepare for both quarterbacks? We are a mess.
We're a mess.
Our quarterback position is the least of the problems that we have.
Yes.
Okay, our offensive line is shit. Our defensive line is shit. Okay, we're not getting any penetration. We're not getting any tackles for loss. Our secondary got picked apart. I mean, and we gave up 45 fucking points to Virginia Tech. Come on. There's more issues on this team than the quarterback. Let's focus on something else.
Can I talk about the 24/7 sports rumor? Ivans is reporting that Perry could have had sex with Manuela, and that's why you're upset with Perry.
Wow.
You know I gotta bust your balls, Vic. You know I gotta bust your balls.
Listen, he did look a lot better than he did last year, and I think Enos has something to do with it.
What?
And Tommy, I apologize for my behavior the last night, and Bo,
Vic,
I apologize too.
Vic,
we're all friends.
Vic,
I'm being sincere about it.
Come on, Vic. What is your real issue here? And this is deeper than football, isn't it? I mean, come on.
I told you and Damien what it is.
No.
Perry is a street nigga. And he's not this little white crap, this little fake black quarterback did everything. Little goody two shoes. Let me do what the coach wants us to do. Let me do what the organization wants me to do.
Williams got in trouble last year too. So I don't understand it.
No, it's got nothing to do with that. When I hear, look, you're a quarterback.
It's horrible, Tommy. That didn't come out right, Tommy.
Affirm. When you're representing a school, okay, it's all about image, and I just think as our quarterback, he really wasn't showing any leadership that we lacked last year. He was playing dice or showing hundreds of dollars of bills on Instagram Live. Remember I was telling you I screenshotted him on, I was up at 3:00 in the morning because my surgery, and he's on Facebook, at 3:00 in the morning, and you got practice at 6:30. That's not a leader. That's not how I run my ship, And I just think, I think he's got a lot of talent. And I just hate to see a person have his talent be wasted, kind of like I saw it with Darryl Strawberry of the Mets and Dwight Gooden.
Come on, Vic.
I don't want to see the kid go off the path like that.
Vic, come on, Vic. He wasn't.
I would like to rephrase what Tommy was. What Tommy was trying to say was that you don't like thugs, and you think that Perry's a thug, and you don't want him to start. That's what Tommy was trying to say.
No, I don't. I'm not gonna. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all.
Well, it's something because you got all pissed off and mad because he took a picture or video or something with his shirt off. When Williams did the same thing, but it was okay for Williams to do it.
Come on. How about this?
Oh, he wasn't fornicating somebody on Snapchat. Come on. The Snapchat video, we don't have to talk about.
Come on, Vic. He's a kid,
Disgusting.
man.
Come on.
He's a kid. Come on, Vic. He was
Yeah,
what?
Come on, you don't act like it. Come on, Vic. I know you were wild, a 19-year-old
on,
vicious Vic running the streets
Vic,
of
on.
Brooklyn.
Man,
Talk about the
if that was
19-year-old
case-
Vic.
No, hold on. If that's the case, then you would have hated back in the day.
Mm.
Who knows what
No.
Al Blaze Sr. did? Who knows what the 7-4 crew did and went on?
Oh man, Vic, come on. You act like you weren't
Yeah, but
18 years
they
old.
were winning.
When you were
That
running
was
with the
back
Bass
then.
Avenue crew. You and the Bass Avenue crew. Come on, Vic.
Come on, Vic.
Come on, you were 18
All right.
years old at one time.
Well, Vic, so, let's get off the quarterback thing real fast.
Let's talk about
Oh.
what's really the problem.
Oh, you want to know what really the
The
problem
deep-
is?
yeah,
You wanna know what?
I think Blake Baker
No.
Baker is on the hot seat.
How about Manny Diaz? He's not the problem. I mean, this is 2 games coming off a bye week, and we're not prepared. How
about Blake James?
That's not the head
Blake
coach.
James for rushing.
Oh, I agree.
didn't-
I'm
he didn't
all
think-
I'm
he-
all
he
under
didn't-
there. I mean, he didn't go through the
He
process.
didn't go through the process.
We
Okay.
didn't. Why didn't we, Vic? I mean, Vic, you're a business guy, right? So I mean, here you are. You're a big time, president of a company. You got to make a big time hire here, and you're not going to at least reach out and see who's interested in this job before you just jump and take the guy that someone's been grooming that maybe you don't know is ready yet.
No, you got to. He didn't think it out. That would be like you coming to me and say, Vic, I got $1 million I need to invest. And I tell you, well, I think you should do this, and this, without doing any comprehensive research and process behind it that merits it. I don't think they did their due diligence properly. I think they just rushed into it and, offered it to him and, they were in a situation where they were probably going to lose a lot of kids on recruitment, and that would have weakened this team even more and set us back. And they just said, Manny, do you want the job? And, they knew they could salvage some of the recruits, and we had an awful recruiting season. And, thank God for the transfer portal. Could you imagine where would we be if we didn't go into the transfer portal?
But let me ask you a
I mean,
question.
come on.
Let me ask you. Here's D in the
I mean,
comments.
we have no defensive rush. And I mean, how many sacks?
But Vic, I mean,
the leader.
Tell me this isn't a true statement. Here's the guy in the comment section, just D. It says it's like Rick never left. That's what it feels like. And you know what? That hits it around the head.
Yeah.
It's like it's last year all over again.
We said that this morning. And like I said this morning, and I'll say it again, so people know I'm straight honest when I say this. I would take Urban Meyer right now. Let me say this again. I would take Urban Meyer right now.
If you,
I think they should put Ricky. I think they should put Ricky on the team as a coach or recruiter. I think he's the man in South Florida. I think he could get the kids to Miami. What do you think about that? Ricky, DVD, and Cooney?
I don't know.
Not a bad recruiting class,
I don't know. You need a.
He knows everybody. What?
Yeah, yeah, but I don't know.
Everybody's got to get their shot. He's a young guy. He's in his 40s.
But Vic, come on, Vic. If you could hire any coach, who would you get?
Well, we can't afford. I won't say that. They won't spend that money on an Urban Meyer, and I concur with Tommy. That would be the guy that we should go after. But realistically, it's like the Mets, Tommy. Are the Mets going to sign Anthony Rendon this offseason?
Yeah.
Are they going to give him a $200 million contract? It's not going to happen.
in D.C. But
Yeah, no, I agree with you, but I'm just saying, you know how the Mets are. You know, Miami's Miami. They're not going to spend $8 to $10 million a year on a coach. It's just not going to happen.
You know what? You know
So
what?
I mean that.
Let's just say fuck it. Let's just fire the AD, and then let's start from there. Can we do that? Can we just start from Blake James?
man, I've been
Yeah,
hard for him for 3 years, 4 years, if not longer.
Can we do that?
Yeah, I think maybe we need a new athletic director. And I read something today that the BOT, the Board of Trustees, is really leaning on him now. After us being 2-3, and we could easily be 5-0. I mean, look in 2017. I mean, we were 10-0, and we really could have lost some of those games that we won. It's just the ball isn't bouncing in our court right now, and
I have a name.
we're just not making the plays.
I think there's a guy I want for AD. I think I want to go and get Jeremy Foley, the old Gators guy. You know how many national championships this guy won at Florida? I'm talking about all sports. We need this guy.
I mean, if we can't get Urban Meyer, go see what it would take to get Mike Leach or Les Miles.
Well, I'm talking about AD. We need to start at AD.
But Tommy, Vic from Homestead was on, and he said that the boosters at Miami, they don't want to give money to the football team anymore. They're giving it towards education because of what happened with Shapiro. So it's going to be very difficult to get a coach like that. I agree with your thought process there, but are we going to pay a guy $7, $8, $9 million to coach?
You know what? There's rumors saying that you got some fucking money, Vic, and you could turn this whole program around.
Yeah.
You could throw some. You could become a booster and throw $100,000 a week here.
Hey, Vic.
Yeah.
Vic, let me
What's
ask you.
up?
I mean, come on, Vic. I mean, okay. When is the school going to start realizing that if this football team wins, how much more money does it bring them? Are the numbers?
Listen,
are the numbers not there?
I'm all about capital expenditures.
Are the numbers?
You got to
there?
spend money to make money.
Come on, I mean, look at Alabama. They don't. You know why they don't care spending the money? Because they're double. Who knows how much more they're making?
Well, listen. Also, look, they also get away with a lot of things, and you got Saban owning a Mercedes-Benz dealership. You got him in ties with the head of the NCAA, who was his athletic director at LSU. I mean, there's a lot of things that go around. I mean, listen. Okay, you know that I do some dating, and I connected with a woman who is from the Northeast, and her son's best friend who lives with her is the number one player in the state of New Jersey. And we were having a conversation, and, he was saying that he heard rumors that some of the top players at Ohio State were given Dodge Chargers, for signing this recruiting season.
They're not giving them. They lease them, and they lease them.
Well, or whatever it is,
but
it doesn't matter.
It happens everywhere, Vic. Who cares? Can we stop crying about it? Can we stop crying about it and get these boosters to come help and start joining the party? I mean, I don't want to hear.
I think you should be a booster, Vic.
Why
you look the part too. You look like a booster.
If we're gonna cry about it, it's time for our boosters to step up and get on game. I mean, the Patrick Johnson / Peterson incident got ripped away from us. We didn't even try to compete. Come on, man.
Well, see, a lot of this is going to start changing after 2020. What is it, 2023? With these, with everything being signed over in California, Florida's trying to get this.
But that's only gonna be for the big time players that they're selling their jerseys. It's only the guys that will be marketable. Like right now, the Miami Hurricanes, there'd only be probably one guy marketable. That's DJ Dallas.
Mm.
The rest of them, I don't know who else would anyone really.
The families would buy the jersey.
But you have to sell a whole bunch to make money. Like you would have to be like, remember when Duke Johnson was there and everyone had the number 8 jersey in the stadium? You have to be that guy.
Yeah, like a Jalen Hurts.
And
So,
if it was this year, they would be selling number
Jake
13.
Fromm.
If it was this year, it'd be 13.
I like the hat, bro. I like the hat.
Oh, there he is. It would be.
Hey, but like, you know what they do every year? I don't know if they do this every year, but at Walmart they'll put the number. You know, they'll put like when what's his name, Morris. When Stephen Morris, they put 17. If Duke Johnson, they put 8 at Walmart. They wouldn't put the last name; they just put the number.
Yeah, I
at
know.
Walmart. Remember
they did that for Nike too, but then a couple years ago they went just to whatever year it was.
I haven't seen that in Walmart for a minute, but you go there and they'll have the University of Miami jersey, and then they'll have the big players number.
Now it's only number.
They're not allowed to.
Now it's only number.
They have to put
or
1
the year.
or 19.
The year, whatever the year is.
Oh, whatever. They used to do that.
Yeah, they used to do it. Duke Johnson was the last one, I think. But no, not what was it. Duke? It might have been. I don't know. But
no, I thought it was Kaya.
Stephen Morris.
It might have been Kaya. Yeah, it was Kaya. It was Kaya. You're right.
Oh, it was Kaya?
Yeah, Kaya.
No, it wasn't Kaya. It wasn't Kaya because it was 2015.
Well, not Walmart, but even the Nike jersey came with a player's number.
Because it was 15. Kaya's number was 15, but it was 2015. They were doing the 15, 16, 17, so it was a coincidence kind of thing.
Yeah, you might be right there.
So,
you might be right there. But, anyways, if it was the guy this year, it'd be 13. That's everyone's favorite player. 13's got to be the guy. I mean, I don't know. That's who I would buy. But you know what? Now I went on that website and bought my kids those jerseys. I mean, they're pretty legit. They're only like $26, $25, what the hell they were. That was the way to fucking go. And next year,
you get any player that you want.
Any player you want. And them things are pretty legit. And so next year, I'm going to give them the black one and the freaking green one. It just takes a while for them.
Fuck in your city ass out, you fat fuck.
It takes them a while to get there, you know. Let me lock this fucking.
So we're gonna talk about this shoddy defense.
Yeah, we can. I mean, what is there?
Well, can we talk about? Can we talk about how Diaz is taking control of this defense and he's gonna coach the defense?
Can we? What do you think about that, Vic?
I think we need it. Hey, look what Florida State did with their defense. They brought in a consultant from Oregon, and they've looked good the last 3 games. I think it might help us out. But listen, it's the season is gone. I mean, it's heartbreaking. It's disappointing. We're not going to win the Coastal. We're not going to go to a New Year's Six bowl. Let the kids play, and let's start building for the future.
Vic, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you think
what?
Do you think we out recruit every team in the Coastal Division? Yes. Yes. Pitt does not recruit us.
Yes.
So why is it that we're not winning the Coastal every fucking year? Why is that? It's insane to me that Duke's been there more than us. Georgia Tech, fucking Pitt, all these teams are going to the Coastal more than us. How is this possible?
I don't know.
Pitt could possibly Pitt or because Pitt's already never mind because Pitt's already lost to Virginia.
Yeah, but they're still they beat Duke. They're right in it.
Yeah.
Virginia's gonna lose to somebody. They'll probably lose to Virginia Tech because they always have, for some reason, they can never have how bad they suck. They find a way to lose to them.
Are we mathematically out winning the Coastal?
Oh, don't start that, please, Damien.
I'm just saying, are we mathematically?
Because then, you know what's going to happen? We're going to beat Virginia. Everyone's going to get excited. We're back in it mathematically. Then we're going to beat a shitty Georgia Tech team. They're going to we're back in it. And then we're going to fall. We're all going to get our hopes up.
Then lose to FIU.
Lose to FIU.
Turn around and go winning. Win these next 2. And then we'll go to Pittsburgh and not show up. And then I've got a long drive back from Pittsburgh home, all pissed off.
It's going to be like, man, that's what this team does for us every year. They get us all excited. We're about to put our dick in that pussy, and she says no. This is what this team does right here to us, man. And we got to go home with blue balls. This is what this team does to us, man. Every year, man. God, they kill us, man.
So let me ask you this: why isn't Greg Rousseau playing anymore? Why
Vic,
isn't he playing as much?
I don't know, Vic. You tell me. I'm asking the same questions you are.
The kid has earned to play more. I mean, he's been the bright spot for us all season.
Why don't we take these linebackers that seem like they're not interested to play anymore? Just throw in the young guys. Fuck it. Why don't we do that? These linebackers are playing like shit right now. So why don't we just throw in the freshmen?
I wouldn't mind seeing some more Sam Bruce.
And let's see what these
or
young,
Brooks.
Let's see what these young.
Brooks.
Let these linebackers. Just like the Shaq and Pinckney did with their freshman year. Well, let's do it. Fuck it. You're fucking bullshitting. Let's let these freshmen get in. Let's see what happens then.
But
that's waving the white flag, though. That's like, I give up.
We're done, Damien. We're done.
Bo, Duke, who also has they have a freshman left tackle, a redshirt freshman right tackle. They've given up 4 sacks total, and they played Alabama, Pitt, and Virginia Tech already.
Vic.
I mean, when I read something like this,
Vic.
I mean, this hurts my feelings.
What does it hurt? What is it letting you know that Duke's better coached than us? I mean, that's all it's telling you. They're better coached than us. Look at look at the University of Florida. They play like shit against us. Look how much better they're getting, Vic. They just beat Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
They're undefeated and just beat Auburn.
With a backup quarterback.
My second cousin plays for Auburn, by the way.
I mean, come on, Vic. This team's not well coached. This team's not getting better. This team is getting worse.
You think Manny lost the locker room?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think so. I think so. Like what I said earlier, that whole machismo, Cuban, like Cubano, and like I think he took this position cocky and prideful and like I think that I'm kind of like how my father was. Kind of reminds just you can't tell him nothing. Like it's his way or the highway type of shit.
Look, Kane's girl 305 hit on the head. We're paying coaches to learn on the fucking job. She hit it on the fucking.
Can we talk about Lingard?
We're gonna talk about Lingard. Oh, he's redshirting.
Mm-hmm.
And supposedly he's the one that did it. He's the one who came to Manny and talked to him. At least that's what Manny said in the press conference.
I don't know. I'm glad that drama's over with, though. Shoot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad.
But do you all believe it? I know Bo didn't. I don't know if Vicky or Damien heard. Do you all listen to the press conference today?
No. I was disgusted.
What gets me is when he turned around and says it's hard to find offensive linemen.
I'm telling you, you guys don't want. I grew up with motherfuckers like this. It's that Cubano shit, man.
How is it hard? Well, how is it that Wisconsin and all these other programs can find proven offensive linemen?
This is why
they got better coaching.
This is why. Nope, they got a better talent evaluators. How about we start looking for linemen that aren't exactly 6'5"? Maybe they're 6'4". Maybe they're 6'3", but maybe they wrestle. Maybe we need to start looking at these guys that play multi-sports, not these big-ass linemen that don't do shit. I'll do football all year long. Give me a fucking wrestler that is learning how to fucking fight someone else. Really fight someone with their fucking hands and fucking throw another man and be fucking tougher and more mentally tougher. Our line is soft as fuck. Every single fucking one of them is fucking soft. All of them. I don't want to hear no more bullshit. They're all fucking soft. This whole team is fucking soft. And I don't see how you're going to change the softness by hiring someone that was in the building.
But check this out. Let's say if we could play a fantasy role, right? Let's say, okay, Diaz, okay, you're defensive coordinator now. You know what? Fuck you. you're going to be the coordinator right now. Who do you think would be the interim coach right now?
Interim head coach?
Yeah, that word, yeah.
I don't know.
Who would you want, like, on the coaching staff to be the coach right now and say, you know what, Manny, man, you just stick to the defense. Who do you think takes over this year, and then we'll see what's up
Butch
next year?
Davis.
We don't got nobody. Dude.
No, man, I'm saying now. Like, now. Like, you know what, to finish the season, you know what, Manny?
Dude, we don't got
you go do the defensive thing. We're talking fantasy world now.
We don't
I'm just
got
saying,
nobody.
who would you like?
We don't have
We don't have one. Who's the most experienced besides him would be what, Enos or we don't have one. All these guys are young. Banda is young. Mike Rumph is still a young coach.
How about Coach Fields?
I think Rumph is the
young.
best coach on our staff.
It's this Fields' first year as a position coach in Division One. I mean, man, I'm telling you, all these coaches are young. I mean, coaching years wise, they're young. Our linebacker coach is young guy. Packy's young. He's for a coach. He's a young guy. I mean, what veteran coaches do we have out there?
We don't.
The wide receiver coach Stubblefield, but he's not a recruiter. He's more of a X's and O's guy.
All right, I got something for Vic. Something that I did earlier on the Part 1 show early in the morning. Vic, you're about, 47 years old right now? Right, Vic? Give or take. You're pushing 50. You're pushing 50, right? All right. This is Fantasy World Talk. You close your eyes right now, and you call the spirits and the moons and say, you know what? Wake me up when we win a national championship. Okay? When do you think that is? In 3 years, or do you wake up in heaven like, oh, shit?
I'm hoping in the next 5 years.
Next 5 years.
What?
You don't think we're gonna be in the same bullshit in 2024? We're gonna be in the same bullshit. We hired another coach. We're buying his shit and then the slogan shit, and it's the same bullshit in 5 years.
I got a question.
Somebody's trying to call in.
Well, he's gonna have to wait. Hey,
no, Pedro.
Yeah, I know he's gonna have to wait. Hey, but listen. How about this? Why does the Miami fans have to think that we need these 5 stars and these 4 stars? And why can't we just go and start building our own identity like Wisconsin does, like UCF is doing right now, and actually going out, evaluating talent, developing that talent, and building a fucking program? Why can't we do that? That's what Clemson did. Clemson wasn't going and getting top 5 recruiting class. Matter of fact, Clemson has never had a top 5 recruiting class with him there. The best one was number 7. So
you know what we became? You know what we became, man? We became like Notre Dame or some shit like that.
That's what we are, dude.
We became Notre Dame like on the 80s, 70s, 80s,
we're like
done shit.
No, we're like Notre Dame in the 90s. Remember they hired that one black coach and they started off the season like 10-0 that year. And they all
Willingham, whatever it was.
And then he went to Washington later on. But then, and then he went undefeated that year and then lost the last couple games. That was like our Mark Richt era right there. Dude, that's what we are, dude.
When was the last time Notre Dame won a national championship?
Oh,
I know they played in one.
Long time.
It's been
we're
a while.
like them motherfuckers. We're like that motherfucker. We're like Notre Dame. Jesus Christ. Jesus.
Oh, no, we could have fell off like Nebraska did. Nebraska fell off the map.
Oh, when them motherfuckers won a national championship. I think we're not like Nebraska.
That was like 90,
we might be
99, 98.
That's like the 90s.
When they beat Michigan.
We're like Nebraska.
They split with Michigan.
Fuck. It's bad, man.
Oh, man, it's bad, bro. It's bad. You know what? I'm going to say it. I don't think we're ever going to win again in my lifetime.
No,
I do not think we ever win one. I think the basketball or baseball win one way before the football program wins one.
I'm 39, right? Bo, you're what? How old are you?
38.
37, 38. Tommy, 39, 40?
He stays
38.
Man, Vic goes before it, but Vic won't see one. Vic's done. Vic, you're done. You're done, Vic. You ain't seen a national championship. Maybe Bo or Todd. Maybe yours from the phone line. We'll see it.
I don't know, dude. But here's the thing. how do you really get kids to fucking buy into this shit? You know what I'm saying? You're not winning.
You got to go with a new strategy, man, because a caller from the Part 1 show in the morning said something very interesting. I forget who it was, but he said that, these kids are getting born, like the kids are getting born in 2002, 2003. These 17-year-old kids, like, they don't remember that shit.
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking like kids that are like 8, 9, 10. You're trying to bring them to the game. You're trying to tell them, hey, you need to be a Hurricane fan. And then they go home, right? And they see fucking Clemson and Alabama and LSU on TV winning games.
That's different if you're no. That's different because you grow up in Miami. You're a Miami Hurricane fan.
No,
like,
you're
I grew
not.
up in Miami.
Not anymore. You're not. That's unfactual. And now with the
we
internet,
need to get the ruler on the stair.
And you got to think about, Damon, you got to think about this. When we were kids, it was more like local TV. So you like got the Miami game. You didn't get every fucking game. You couldn't watch every game on TV.
Well,
there was only like a couple of games.
I'm here. Listen, I'm here in Miami, right? And I'm here in Homestead, and you still see kids with the parents dressing them with the man. You go to Walmart, you go to these, you got Hurricane stuff.
That's because local.
It's cool,
but
and it's a nostalgic nostalgic feel too. You know?
No, I'm telling you, Miami.
Open up the line,
Miami fan. I'm not opening up the line, Vic.
We got these little terrorizer calling in right now.
No, Pedro's trying to call in.
I don't care right now.
We're trying to avoid the prank callers right now, Vic.
I don't care right now. I'm having a conversation.
So I want to get. Okay, let's go.
What do you want to get?
No, I just want to hear his perspective on things. I mean, what he's hearing.
Oh,
what is he hearing?
Look, open up the phone lines. I don't know.
Let me see this. My nephews in South Carolina, they root for. Hey, I'm telling you, Miami Hurricane fans as kids are going extinct.
I mean,
no, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
The way it is. Okay, let's lose.
I don't believe that, bro. That's bullshit, bro.
They're going extinct.
Besides Bo having the two boys, if you get someone they're not a diehard like we are, but they're a fan. How do they raise their kids to be Hurricane fans? When they sit there and they watch this and everything.
Y'all ain't in Miami, though, man. That's bullshit. These kids are going to be fans. That's bullshit, man.
How are you going to be fans? They're not winning. They're not winning.
It don't matter. It don't matter. There's other programs.
If Miami
there's other programs that suck and haven't won anything, and those kids love that school.
Give me one.
There's other programs.
Give me one.
Michigan. There's Michigan fans. There's Michigan fans that
they have a more loyal fan base. They have a bigger alumni.
But their schools, Louisville got a bunch of kids in there. Louisville. It's your city. It's about repping your city,
man.
Let me
ask you a
question.
About
repping your hood. It's about repping your city. It's about repping your city.
Okay, then, Damien, if it was about that, why can't we sell the stadium out? Why can't we sell the stadium out then if it's about repping your hood?
Because they rather rep.
Because they don't rep it. They don't rep it. If you're repping it like that, if they rep it like that,
they rep it in the hood.
If they rep it like that, then why aren't they going to the games? But at Michigan, they're packing the place. At LSU, they're packing the place.
They don't give a shit about the games.
At Florida,
they don't care about the games. But they're going to rep their hood. They're going to rep where they're from. I know motherfuckers that are Hurricane fans that haven't watched the Hurricane game on TV.
That means they're not a fan then, because they don't even care. They just wear it for the colors.
But they'll rep the Hurricanes. They'll buy the clothes.
That's not a fan. They'll buy the clothes. Just because you buy the clothes don't mean you're a fan.
But that's what I'm telling you. That there's Hurricane. It's about repping your hood, man.
That's not a fan. That's not a fan, Damien. Just because you buy a fucking T-shirt, that doesn't make you a fan.
But that's not what I'm trying to tell you. You're trying to say that fans are getting extinct.
They are, because if you're just going and buying a T-shirt, you're not coming to the games. You're not a fucking fan. You're just wearing the fucking T-shirt because it looks cool because Sebastian's
But I know plenty of people that are Hurricane fans. Every once in a while,
how are they Hurricane fans?
Yay!
How does that make you a Hurricane fan because you say,
But that's how it is down here. I swear to God, that's how it is down here, man.
Some people can wear it just to fit in.
That's not a fan.
Nah, they're repping the hood, man. It's
That's
just
not
like
a-
the Heat. Like, just put on like I'm repping my hood, repping Miami. That's what it is.
That's not a fan. That's not a fan, Damien.
It kind of is.
No.
Kind of is a fan.
No, it's not. It's not.
That's how fandom shit work. When
That's
when
not-
they're hot, when the hurricane's hot, those people that really don't watch it, they'll watch it. That's how it is.
That's not a fan. That's not a fan.
Ask the people from Miami in the
That's-
comment section,
that's
man.
just-
Ask them.
that's
The
just-
people who grew up in Miami.
just
Ask
buying-
the people. That's how it is.
That's just buying a T-shirt. That's not a fan. Come on.
No, but see, you're getting what
It's
I'm
not-
saying wrong.
How am I getting
when,
it wrong?
When we're hot.
Just because you're from Miami and you buy a T-shirt from Miami, you're not a fan. You're
No,
just
but see,
buying
you
something
keep saying that,
because
Bo.
you're
You
from
keep
there.
saying that, Bo. I'm
if
not
you don't
saying,
go to
you
a
keep
game,
saying that I'm saying that.
because if you go, because
That's
look,
not what I'm saying, Bo. That's
It's
not what
not-
I'm saying,
that
Bo.
is what you're
I'm
saying.
saying is when you're hot, you're hot. When it's hot down here, they're gonna rep it.
well,
But
when's
they're
the
gonna rep
last
it
time?
regardless.
When's the last
But
time it
it's
was
not
hot?
buying about shit. It's about repping Miami.
When
That's what it is. I
is-
know motherfuckers that got hurt that got the
is-
dirty bird on them.
when-
It's about repping the hood.
When is
Man, I'm telling you, that's what it is. That's
that
what
is
I've seen.
that's not a fan. That's not a fan.
It is in a way
They're
because
not
when they're
going
winning,
to
they'll put
the
it on the
game.
TV.
Wow.
That's how it is down here, though.
They turn on the TV because they're winning. Wow.
Yes, but that's
great.
how Miami fans are.
That's
That's how
not a
Dolphin fans are. That's how Heat fans are.
That's not a
That's how they
fan.
are.
Not a fan.
Well, then if that's how Dolphin fans are, then I guess the Dolphin fans aren't ever going to turn the TV on.
No
but that's
way.
that's how they are, man. That's
And
how
that's-
Dolphins Heat
and
fans.
you know
When
what?
they're hot,
And you know what? This is why we can't get recruits. This is why.
then that could be.
But here's the thing though. I mean, you're looking at that bullshit. When you're looking at kids that watch football every weekend and play football every weekend, I'm sorry to tell you, they're looking at players. They're looking at winning teams. They're looking at Miami as a fucking joke. Kids that live in Miami.
You're talking about recruits.
I'm talking about all kids that live down in Miami. All the kids that
No,
play.
they're gonna rep
play-
their hood.
No, they don't. You're crazy as fuck. Go ask the recruits what they're repping. They're not repping. You have one or two. Okay, Sony Michelle rep Miami all the way until you went to college and you went to Georgia.
Look
Man,
at
if
Tyler
you were born-
Bird. Tyler Bird kept saying Miami, 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 and in the last damn minute, flipped.
If you're born and raised in Dade County, most likely your parents
Bullshit.
rep the Hurricanes, and you're gonna rep that. But
Bullshit.
some of the FSU fans that are here just want to be an asshole, and like some of the Hurricane fans, I mean, the people that were born in Miami just want to be assholes and rep FSU.
No, that's because they were
I mean,
football fans.
that's what I've seen. That's what I've
because
seen.
they were football fans and they were watching football in the 90s, and Florida State was what was hot. In the like around 95, 96.
Guys, I'll be
Florida
right
State
back.
was
I got
hot.
another call.
Come on.
It's like let me go. Let me piss off my cousins and be an FSU fan. I've seen that shit too.
I'm telling you.
I'm just saying, you born and raised here, you're gonna rep Miami.
No, you're not. You're
Yeah,
fucking
you are.
confused, bro. No, you're not.
No, I'm
and
not. I've seen you. If you're born down, you're gonna rep the Hurricanes. If you're an out of towner, different.
You've never, you know what? You've never been on football teams and see how these people are, how these kids
Yes,
are.
I have. What the fuck you mean? I haven't been on a
what-
football team. I play for the goddamn Coral
So-
Reef Broncos.
so,
I played
hold on.
with Randall Hills.
When's
on
the last
Quadra
time-
Hill back in 1995?
When's the last time you were around high school kids? When's the last time you were around high school kids that are playing 7-on-7 and all that, and you hear who they're rooting for? I'm sorry to tell you, those kids that play. I'm telling you right now, those kids that play for Ricky's team, they're not fucking repping they're not repping the Hurricanes,
But you're talking
bro.
about something. I'm talking about apples, and you're talking about
No,
oranges.
I'm not.
You're talking about recruits.
I'm talking about kids that actually play football, that are actually watching football every Saturday.
I'm not talking about
Not
that.
The fucking,
You're talking about
not-
apples.
You're
talking
talking
about apples,
you're
and I'm talking about oranges.
You're talking about some dude that doesn't even watch football, but he goes and buys a fucking
I'm talking
shirt.
about regard. Like you're talking about recruits.
No,
I'm
you're
not talking about.
You're talking
if
about
you're born here, you're
someone
gonna rep.
that doesn't even watch football. That's what you're talking about. Someone that doesn't
No.
even
You see, you
watch
keep
football.
throwing
They
that
don't
word,
even,
and
they
I'm
don't
just
even
saying
know what a
average
first
person.
down is. They don't
And
know
average,
what's a
yo,
first
If you're
down.
born here, you're gonna rep Miami,
Do
man.
we go
Come
for
on.
2? Come on.
You're talking about a kid who could better their life And if
No.
that team is winning, they're gonna choose. You're talking about something
No.
totally different.
No,
You're
I'm
talking
not.
about a kid.
No, I'm not.
You're talking about a kid who could better their life and leave
No,
Miami.
It's
That's totally different.
It's how kids are today. They're about players. They're about winning. They're not about their fucking hometown. If that was the case, how come when LeBron left the Miami Heat and went to the Cleveland Cavs, everyone was wearing a fucking Cavs jersey, Damien?
Yo, that's like that's retarded, man. The kids
Come
here,
on.
like rep their hood.
No, they don't.
Yes, I'm
No,
hearing home.
They
Oh,
like to play
man.
on the. They like to play on the super teams.
It's just the way it is. Come
It all
on.
started
When you
with
were a
LeBron in
kid,
Miami.
did you ever see a fucking New England Patriot fan?
Man, they just had fan day at my daughter's thing, like a few, and then they were wearing. Come on, man.
when
You
you were
can't
a
tell me
kid-
about this, Bo.
when you were a
can't.
kid,
You can't tell me
did
about this,
you-
Bo.
when
If
you
you're
were a
raised, if you're
kid-
raised in
when
Daytona,
you
you're
were a
gonna rep
kid-
your hood, man.
When you were a kid, did you ever see a New England Patriots fan?
No,
No. How many you
no,
see now?
no.
How many you see now?
Huh?
How many you see now?
I don't see them.
yeah,
I don't
you
see
do.
them here.
Fuck you.
Not
Will.
at Homestead.
I
I'm
see
at
a bunch.
Homestead.
Go to the sports bar.
Not in Miami.
I want you to go to the sports bar on Sunday. Go to the
Yeah,
sports
but
bar.
that's like you're talking about
to
like
the
Miami
sports
Lake
bar.
or Kendall. You're talking about the fucking
Go to
suburban
the
bullshit.
sports bar.
You're talking about suburban shit.
No. Go to the sports bar. You'll see. Go to the
I'll
sports
tell you
bar.
this much. I ain't never seen so many New England Patriots fans up here. They just came out playing
Well,
D.C.
The New
Just
England.
left D.C. and they about sold out the stadium. There were more Patriot fans than there were damn Redskin fans.
You gotta think when we were kids, everyone was fucking Cowboys and 49ers.
Bro,
I've been a
I
Raiders
think you should
fan,
go to the
so-
comment section and ask them. I want to know. I want to hear from the people were born here and raised here.
That's only a couple, Damien. And that's not what you're talking about. Some normal slapdick that doesn't even watch football, goes and buys a shirt because Miami.
Nah, but I use that as an
because
example. I
Miami
use that
is
as like I
winning.
said. I know kid. I grew up with kids like that. That hey, you know, her kids are on. All right, I'll watch it. They just rep their hood. I grew up, man. I got plenty of friends that got the dirt. They call it the
guess
dirty
what?
bird. They got the Sebastian tattooed on them. Like, come on.
Guess what? Oh, fucking Clips is winning. All right, I'm gonna start watching them.
I don't know, but I don't know, but like I don't know.
Kids.
Maybe I need to leave
Kids.
Homestead, but I'm in Homestead and I see
Kids.
everyone rocking
Kids
Hurricane jerseys. Like I don't
Kids.
know. I don't know.
Kids. What number jersey did you see? What number? What number was it? What number were they wearing?
The goddamn the Walmart. It's not even jerseys. It's Walmart. It's just the Hurricane shit. You know, man, Bo.
Come on, Walmart.
You don't know what you're talking about here, Bo.
Walmart.
It's not Ocala over here.
Walmart. Come on, Damien. Damien, if our fans were so good, how come they're not packing that fucking place? If there's so many of them, as you're telling me,
Because
why are they
you
not
should
packing the
know.
place?
You went to Orange Bowl games.
Holy cow.
You should know when you're hot, you're hot.
No,
When you're hot,
you're
you're hot. When you're
not.
not, you're not.
You're not. And we haven't been hot for a long time. You guys need to understand the Hurricane fucking fan base is down and we're not winning. We're not winning. So you're telling
It's
me
just going to get worse.
you don't think Alabama fans are up in the last, let's say, in the last few years? You don't think their fans have gone up?
Yeah, there's bandwagons. Yeah.
So if they ain't got a bandwagon, you don't think ours are going down? You think
You realize
you think our
Bro,
fans
you-
from 2001 to now, you don't think our fans have decreased?
are we talking about out of towners or are we talking about Dade County? What are we talking about
I'm
here?
talking about all Miami fans from 2001.
I'm talking about Dade County right
to
now.
now.
I'm talking about
to
Dade
now.
County.
It doesn't matter, Dade County. We're talking about all of our fans from 2001 to now. Has our fan base increased or decreased? If you had to guess.
I don't know. I've only been doing social media for like 7 years. What the fuck do I know?
Decrease. Come on, we're not winning, bro. We're not winning. Look at the Miami Heat when LeBron left. Decreased.
Yep. A lot of those Heat fans
All
were
these people
LeBron
are
fans.
bandwagon. You don't understand. Most fans are bandwagon. Most.
I don't know.
I know. You don't know. God.
Well, I do know. I mean, yo, you turn on the radio, it's Miami Hurricane. You're hearing about hurricane stuff when you live in Miami. You turn on the TV, Channel 7 News. They're talking, Channel 10 News. They're talking about the hurricane. Like, the kids are, you're in Miami, so it's going to be,
Come
you're
on,
gonna love that team.
No one watches Channel 7 News anymore. Come on, let's be honest. It's internet
programmed.
world. People don't even got cable no more. They got internet and they stream the shit. They don't watch the fucking Channel 7 News anymore, Damien. They go on YouTube and watch the fucking Sports Center highlights. Come on, man. This ain't 1995. Come on, man.
People watch Channel 7 News, man. Come on.
Shit.
People
They don't
watch Channel
got
7
cable. Go look at cable's down. They got fucking. They're doing fucking Sling and
That's
Hulu
crazy,
and shit
bro.
now. Go look at the numbers for cable. Hulu, Sling, all that is up. People aren't buying Comcast and shit anymore. They just need internet now. The whole
Well,
time.
look at a lot
times
of
have
people.
changed.
I know a lot of people that got Netflix, Hulu, all that
That's
stuff.
retarded. Y'all, I don't know. I
Go
feel like I'm
look
in a
at
different world in this conversation.
Because
This
you
is
are.
like-
You need to get into reality,
Nah,
dude.
man.
Cable
I
is
don't know.
down.
I don't know.
Cable is struggling. Why do you think ESPN is going to the ESPN Plus app? And why?
Yeah, but that's besides
Hulu?
the fucking
That's
point. If you're
not.
living in Miami,
You're not
you're going to
watching
hear about
the
Miami
seventh
stuff
day.
on the news. You're going to hear about Miami stuff on the TV. You're going to hear about Miami stuff.
Oh gosh. Now, if you're not a Miami
Yeah,
Hurricane
but
fan,
if that's the case, Damien, then why are we not getting these recruits that are in Florida?
Because they want
Or
to better
in
their
South-
life.
They're going to other places.
Because they want to better their life and go somewhere else.
No, but why don't they want to rep the crib?
So because they want to get out the hood. They don't want to get fucking like yo.
There
They
ain't no
want to get out the
hood.
hood. They want to go play in Tallahassee. You know what I
Coral
mean?
Gables? Oh man, Coral Gables is hood.
Man,
huh?
come on, man. You act like we don't
Shit.
got the Pork and Beans Project. We don't got Carroll City. We don't got Liberty City where motherfuckers like getting shot at. They want to keep the fucking hood.
So they're not gonna go to Coral Gables?
They still that shit can still cover. I mean, come on, you can't get shot like, if you're from the hood. You can't. Look. Come on, man.
Come on.
Look at what some of the players that's been on the team that's been caught up on the shit that are from Miami.
How many years has it
I don't
been,
want to
Damien?
name their names. I don't want to name their
How
names, but
many
there's
years
quite a few.
has it been, Damien?
There's quite a few that
How
rep
many-
home team got hood politics.
How many years has it been, Damien?
Since a kid got caught up in some shit, probably like 2 years ago, there was an incident with a kid.
Come on, Damien.
True.
Come on.
He ain't playing football anymore.
Come on, Damien.
Well, if you're talking about the player, I think you're talking about.
I'm not mentioning no names. I ain't mentioning no
Miami.
names.
No, I'm not mentioning names. I mentioned a team.
Mhm.
He's what is he, on the practice squad running back?
Now,
For
you
the
know who I
Dolphins?
want on the line? Pedro got to be repping. But Pedro, can we at least have Pedro because he's from Miami? If Pedro comes and tells me, yo, you know what, Unc, Damien, you are wrong, then maybe I could, because it's a guy from Dade County. Put a guy on the phone that's from Dade County that could enlighten me. If I'm wrong, enlighten me. Or take a caller from Dade County. Don't even have to be Pedro. Have someone call in right now that's from Dade County and talk to me and tell me I'm
You
wrong.
want me to? I get one. I know one.
Get one.
That's a Florida State
Get
fan.
one.
That's a Florida State fan.
Nah, not a Florida State fan. Don't do
Why
that.
not?
Don't do that.
Why not?
Don't do that.
You told me to find one.
It gotta be in Miami because that's
I
biased.
know.
That's
I
biased.
know one. I mean, there's a lot
That's
of.
totally against.
There's
That's totally
a big.
against what I'm trying to say.
There's a big Gator fan base in Miami. There's a big Florida State fan base in Miami. I mean, Bobby Bowden would come down there and just pick them away. I mean, come on.
Put Pedro. Put Pedro on the phone. Or Miami, or Miami Hurricane fan that's living here and been here never took an airplane out of this motherfucker.
But that's not biased though. So if I take one like that, it's not biased. But if we find a Florida State one, then that's being biased towards us.
Yes, it is because it got to be a Miami Hurricane fan. Because my argument is saying that there's kids down here that reps the hood, and you're going to want to bring a Dade County guy to tell me, but no, he's going to tell me no, I want a Miami Hurricane fan.
Oh my gosh! And he's gonna, you know what? Where's Pedro? I'm opening this line, and Pedro's gonna say, guess what?
Conference unlocked.
Kids are bandwagons. That's what he's gonna say. Because if that's the case, we'd have more fucking Benny Blades.
He's probably gonna say,
And
yeah,
we-
okay. He's probably gonna say that they don't make them like that anymore.
We
But
don't
I'm
have,
gonna
we
talk
don't
to
have
Pedro.
more any Benny Blade. No, you're gonna tell Pedro. Don't they go to Walmart and buy that cheap jersey off the shelf? Oh, that fucking
No. Put Pedro on the phone because I know what Pedro's gonna
Don't
tell
they
me.
got that
but I know what I'm gonna
$5
tell
jersey
Pedro.
at Walmart? We need to get that $5 jersey. Look, that jersey's only $5, son. I'll get you that
I want to
jersey.
talk to Pedro for 3 minutes with
Shit.
silence, and he'll say, you know
Shit.
what? I want to talk to with 3 minutes of silence.
There he is, Pedro.
Pedro,
What's up, man?
all right, where are you from, Pedro?
I'm from the bar. I'm from Miami.
Okay,
Go ahead, Pedro.
all right.
I'm ready. So I missed out on a lot because y'all was just going in. I had to tune y'all out for a minute. But what I missed? What we
All
got
right, Bo, go ahead and say it, Bo.
Pedro.
What is it again, Bo?
Pedro, are Miami fans going down, decreasing since 2001?
And we're not talking about out-of-towners. Not out-of-towners. We're talking about Dade County. People that grew up in Miami. Bo is saying that there's not really any real Miami Hurricane fans that are from Dade County. Don't get confused with out-of-towners.
I said they're
We're talking about
decreasing.
Dade County.
Decreasing. The fan base is decreasing. And I told him that the high school kids, they're not Miami fans. They go for the team that's winning, and they go for the players that are hot. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, but you're talking about recruits. I'm just talking
I'm
about normal
talking
kids
about
that are not going to
I'm
play.
talking about high school kids in general. They go for the player that is hot and the team that is hot. They're player guys. Like when I was in high school, a lot of guys were Peter Warwick. They weren't Florida State fans.
I disagree.
But they were Peter Warwick fans, or they were this fan. But go ahead.
But we're not talking about recruits. We're not talking recruits,
We're talking
Pedro.
about
We're not talking recruits.
No. I see where we're going with it. All right. This
Like
is
you
the thing.
repping the hood. You were gonna rep your hood. That's what.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Hold on. All right. I got both sides of that. Tommy, you got something to add? 'Cause I heard you wanted to cut in and say something.
Oh, is that Pedro?
Yeah, it's Pedro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
me.
go Pedro.
Hey, Tommy, you had something to say?
What's up, VV?
No, he's good.
All right. So, okay, nobody's saying that. Okay, this is the Miami fan base decreasing? I would say the fan base is not decreasing. The fan base has lost a lot of faith and pride in the program. Now, as far as the kids concerned, a lot of these kids that's coming up right now, just from what has gone on, if you say you got kids who are 15 years old right now, they're not in love with Miami like that. No, they're not. The majority of these kids that are coming up right now, well, I would say, let me say that it's two sets of kids. You got the kids that play ball, and you got the kids that don't play ball. The kids that don't play ball here, yeah, this the crib to them. They don't give a shit about none of this. The crib. Now the kids.
That's what I'm talking about, Bo. That's what I'm talking about, Bo.
I haven't finished. Now the kids who playing ball down here, who are looking at the next level, no, they're not looking at Miami like that no more. They're looking at what school is winning and if I could get to that school, will that school provide me a way out? It's just two different kids. But the majority of these kids who are playing ball, yeah, I would say, you still have local kids who are die hard no matter what. But at the same time, if the crib ain't winning and they don't see that the crib is pumping out players a la other schools that are pumping them other kids out, they going to go to them other schools just because they trying to get out, period. That's the harsh reality where we at. That's the harsh reality where we at.
Vic, you'll get his autograph later, Vic. You'll get his autograph later. Let me finish.
I wanted to ask him a question.
But we're talking about this because
No.
Okay, go.
That's the harsh reality, and I can see. Let me tell you, and I can see like this here. I see Bo's point because I was with him, and I can see how his boys, they got the love for Miami. Now, if they keep growing up and Miami ain't doing what's popping and these boys start playing ball and they keep looking up, every time they look up, like, damn, Clemson, Georgia, Oklahoma, Ohio State is the team that's winning, and they get offered, them kids gonna clear it. That's what we're dealing with. These kids are out for instant gratification, and the crib is not providing that, unfortunately.
Well, what I was trying to tell Bo, I was trying to tell Bo is these kids, that's all they know is they rep the hood, and you have that one asshole cousin that want to put on a Florida State jersey to piss off everyone.
Come on, Pedro.
So that's what I was trying to tell him.
he doesn't understand that these kids, they don't care about Miami. These kids in high school, you play ball or no play ball, they'll start thinking, yo, I'm like a play. Like,
no, but you're talking about recruits.
No,
I'm talking about normal
talking.
kids.
I'm talking. I am normal. I was a normal kid, and I was around everything. Peter Warwick.
I broke down both. I broke down both sides of the kids. The majority of the kids.
They didn't like Florida State. Now. They weren't Peter Warwick fans.
The kids, and that's another thing. A lot of these kids are fans of a player too.
And they won't, and they will wear that team for that. Like right now, Jerry Jeudy. I bet there's a lot of them kids down there watching Jerry Jeudy because he's balling. So they're wearing Alabama.
Yo, no, but here, man, if you're from Miami, you repping the hood, man. This is not Daytona, man. I keep telling you. If you're from Miami,
I never said. I never.
No, I'm talking to Bo. I'm talking to Bo because he's telling me about Peter Work jerseys and shit. What I'm saying is here, from what I've seen growing up, the Florida State fans, they like to troll their friends, to throw in the floor, like fuck, you know, that's what I've seen growing up. Like they'll have Florida State fans or their families.
But what I'm saying is that you going from a standpoint of when you was coming. See, I'm just a little bit older than you. See, y'all 38 and 39. I'm 42. So I was right in the middle of what Florida State was right there next to Miami. When a lot of my friends that I played ball with end up going to Florida State at that time when they were hot. And who was their OC at that time? Mark Richt was the OC. So that's just another little tidbit. That's just a little tidbit. But
those are recruits. I'm talking about normal kids.
Normal kids. I said that normal kids. The ones who don't care. That the normal kids. Yeah, they pulling for the home team. Yes, I said that. The normal kids are pulling for the home team. But I'm not. But like I said, y'all both right.
The ones that don't care.
All right, Bo. All right, we're both right. I'll end it with that. Let's end it with that. All right, Vic. You could get Pedro's autograph now.
Wait,
go ahead.
Okay. My question to shut up. My question to you was: these kids that ball in South Florida, do you think they use Miami as leverage
to
Vic, get to the SEC?
How? When some of them are getting offers from SEC before Miami.
No, there are players that Miami offers.
Do I think they use Miami as leverage?
Vic, let me ask you a question, Vic.
I can say so.
How come Miami didn't offer Isaiah Walker before South Carolina did? How did that happen?
Bad recruiting.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know how they're missing these players.
Well, it doesn't
bad
matter.
Recruiting.
Stop getting into the recruiting. If you're not going to help with the money, Vic, and get some of these recruits, stop worrying about the shit. Damn, we need some money, man.
Boosters don't want to give the money for football.
Well,
they want to give it towards education.
Well, you be a booster.
Well, you don't. You can be.
Yeah.
You don't got to be a booster.
Vic, man.
VV.
Write that $100,000 check every week, Vic.
Come on. Every month.
You dress the part too.
$100,000
You look like one of them goddamn boosters. He does look like one of them motherfuckers.
Pedro, do I look like a booster?
Goddamn right you do.
I would say this. We had people in our recruiting department who were slow to jump on kids, one, and then two, some of these kids who ended up getting these offers that we didn't even think about, they ended up blossoming late. And sometimes you can't account for that. And by the time you try to double back, time has passed where these kids were like, damn, this is the home team, and they ain't believe in me. I'm going to clear it.
No.
And but again, we can't, unfortunately, we can't take everybody. The one that we try to get, some of these kids, we offer late, and they have learned from that. Hopefully they learned from that. Hopefully.
Vic?
But the truth is, we missed out on a lot. We missed out on too many high-powered guys in your own backyard.
So
we have.
You think it was out of arrogance?
Hey, Pedro.
I think it's a little bit of arrogance, and like I said, people taking their time and just sitting there looking at stars.
Pedro,
old staff.
What do you think about this quarterback situation, Pedro?
I knew you would come with that sooner or later.
Hey, you heard?
I'm on the Perry train now.
You heard what?
I'm on Perry
you
train.
heard what Bud Foster said. They had a weak arm. They knew he had a weak arm. But go ahead.
Play it for him. I don't think he heard it.
You ain't hear it? Did you hear it?
Now play it for him.
Yeah, I read it. I didn't actually hear it.
Oh,
but I read it.
I listened.
Let him hear it. Let him
Oh.
hear it.
No.
Vic doesn't
Come on.
like
Yeah,
hearing that.
yeah.
All
I
right.
can pull up the audio.
They're baiting him, man. Just
Uh-huh.
come on, man.
All right.
How can you go if Bud Foster saw this in 4 games of tape? You don't think everyone else is gonna start jumping Jaron now? Like, yo, let's just play 5 yards off, 6, 7 yards off, and let's just wait. And boom.
Well, I think the truth of the matter is, I don't think that we gonna see Jaron going forward.
Really? You think it's Perry
I
time?
don't think. I think y'all might have got y'all wish.
Hey, let me tell you something. If Perry starts, he's going on that number 5 junior. He's going on that goddamn wall back there. I promise you. Promise you.
I think that it has been known now that his shoulder is not going to get any better going out toward the end of the season, and it's like, why play him if his shoulder's fucked? His shoulder's shot right now.
Guess what? This is what he didn't want.
So it's like if you want to play this kid if you want to play him, good luck. I wouldn't play him.
Hey, Vic, you want to know how bad it is, Vic? No, my sons are only, 6 and 7 years old? My son says, Daddy, we're never going to win with 15. That's what my son said. And I said nothing to him.
Dang.
I said, I know, son. I know.
Shit.
I wish Vic could hear you
Damn.
say this.
All right. I'm gonna let go. Listen.
I'm just telling you. I'm biased.
I had a penance. I had a confession with Pedro, and I've agreed to let go of his past transgressions and give Perry a fresh start. Okay?
Wow.
Pedro convinced me.
Pedro?
Oh man. But back to what you're saying, the quarterback. I mean, the thing is, I will say this: the team does respond a lot better with Perry in there. Does it have a lot to do with the majority of those guys are
Hang
from
out
this
with
recruiting class? I'm pretty sure.
Or they hang out with
I'm
him.
pretty sure.
JT, Harlan.
Yeah, I mean,
go look
I
at his
mean,
post.
that's his recruiting class.
Go look at his post today. He posted that. All of them were commenting. All his receivers and tight ends were commenting.
I mean, those guys were. I mean, you got to look at Jeff Thomas, Harley. Those his recruiting class. You know, DJ. Who was the running back? I mean,
But
that was his recruiting class.
And you got to think him
So,
and
of course-
Brevin had a connection last year. They had a little connection.
Him and Brett they had a connection there. So that does help. I mean, they know what it is. The line knows that they have. They know they could say, okay, 1, 2, 3. I know that ball is coming out. You know, they know the timing that they have with him.
Another thing Bud Foster said, he said at Williams at quarterback, he said if they were running the read option, they weren't even worried about Williams running the ball. But he said when Perry was doing it, he said when Perry was doing it, we were more worried. That's when we had to respect. We had to respect it.
I agree.
So I mean, I just I don't know.
Bud Foster been around. Bud Foster been around for 30+ years. He has seen it all. He knows what he's looking at.
Do you think that Perry's going to be able to sustain the hit that Jaron's been happening to him?
Oh, come on. There you go again, Vic. You still trying to hold on to not seeing Perry, huh?
No. I'm just a rational question. I mean, look how roughed up Jaron's got.
You can get hurt any
Yeah, but
play.
did you not see Perry take off running and then get down when he needed to? He didn't take the hits.
And then when he did get hit, he get up and smile. He got to smile.
I don't understand this. Why in the
Jaron is a bigger dude.
did he get the starting job after
Well,
practice?
maybe he's a better practice player. You know what Allen Iverson said? Practice. Some people need to get in the game with the lights. Like they said Tim Tebow was a terrible practice player. Well, that motherfucker win a game. He win a game, Vic.
And okay, this is just my assertion, and this is not coming from anybody who I know in the program. The thing I see that this, and I told Vic earlier, Jaron is a safe pick, number one, you know, and And the thing is, Perry is a gunslinger, and that could get him in trouble every now and then. And like I was saying, they want Dak Prescott, not RG3, and that's what you're getting. That gunslinger mentality can get you in trouble at times, and they didn't want that. But now, they may not have a choice.
Come on, we needed that game. Come on. Did you see how the team just came a little bit more alive when he came in? Just like last year when he came in for Rozier, team just got a little bit alive.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe these kids were embarrassed being down 28-0, and they said, "Fuck this! Well, no. I'm not giving up. I'm not quitting." And they focused. Did focus.
That too. But again, when you're down that far and when you're sitting in a pocket, when you're down that much, and you have to go to the gun, and who's going to be a better player in the gun?
Yeah. Did
it ever?
Yeah. Vic, did it ever occur to you if Jaren would have started the second half, it would have not have probably been like the same results? That maybe it would have been even more of a blowout.
It would have been bad.
It would have probably been 52 to whatever
it would have been very bad.
It would have been. I think it would have been a horrible train wreck.
I'm going to say this one last time. He had a horrible game. Let's see what he could do, if he could respond. If he doesn't respond, I'm all for number 5 stepping in and taking the job.
If he's hurt.
What is your favorite? Yeah, Victor, I would like to ask you a question. All right, go. What is your favorite? Okay, go. Talk to me.
My favorite what?
Okay, what is your favorite Jaren Williams game and why? The best game you've seen him play in college football, them 4 games. What was the best game you've seen him? And tell me his technique and how he threw it, and tell me everything.
Tell me. What was your favorite game of him?
Yeah, what's your favorite Jaren Williams game?
I actually liked how he played in the first game, to be honest with you, against Florida. I think Miami played Florida the toughest out of all their
So you would say Jaren Williams' best game was?
Oh, I was very impressed in his opening game against an undefeated SEC opponent.
I was not. Tommy, what did you think about his first game?
Was that his best
holding
game?
the ball forever, for him, balls that should have been picked that wasn't picked, underthrowing balls. I'd like to see what Perry could have done against Florida, but hey, we'll never see that.
I don't know, Vic. You really think
Jeff Thomas cost us that game? Okay, Jeff Thomas and the kicker. Thomas had a touchdown in his hand. Yes, he did, and he also muffed the pump that he fumbled.
The team lost the game. Now you can't put the game on one player. We have.
Well, if I'm going to, you're right about that.
You know what?
I'm just saying, if
we could put a couple.
If I'm going to pick out a goat.
We could put a couple games on back,
agree.
so we can put a couple on him now.
Let me ask you all this, because I've already asked this to Bo. How many times do we have to call timeout because the play wasn't called yet when Perry was in there? No. Because he had to call timeout because the offense wasn't moving. Not very many.
Timeouts.
How many times do we have to burn timeouts because the Williams couldn't get the play call out fast enough, and the play clock was running down?
Well, we talk about.
Wait a minute. Didn't they burn all their timeouts though? Well, wait a minute. I'm confused. But wait a minute. They burnt all the timeouts towards the end of the game, no?
Yeah, because we had to get the ball back.
Defense.
But he just talk about collectively when the quarterback was
okay.
So you talk about from quarterback to quarterback. We have seen multiple times where Jay Will had to call a quick timeout. He couldn't get the offense together. Yeah, that's bad, poor clock management. Now, was that because the plays on the sideline was coming in late, or he couldn't get them in? So we don't know if it's coming in from the sideline, or he just couldn't get them together, or they were just coming, or they were slow coming out the field.
What do you think about going to a no huddle spread formation?
I like it.
You do that. If you do that, then you know who's going to be highly ineffective and it's going to hurt the program. DJ Dallas. And you don't want that. You're going to handicap the running back if you do that.
We don't run the
We
ball
do
that
that
much
when you-
anyways.
We don't run
Had
the
the
ball,
ball
no
first
way.
and goal at the 5-yard line, and you throw the ball 4 times.
He's only averaging 12 carries a game, anyways.
Vic-
Shoot.
Vic, you got to tell me the truth, Vic. You can't be biased. Okay, in the second half, when Perry was throwing all the 400 yards and the touchdowns and all this crazy Joe Montana shit that he was doing, how many times did you say on the TV, "Oh shit, oh shit"?
No, not at all.
Oh yeah,
Vic,
like I'm never gonna hear
Vic,
the end of it from Bo and Tommy.
Vic,
Yeah.
Vic. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Vic.
Oh shit.
Vic, you know when he threw that fucking Hail Mary and you saw how he went to the left and just hit the ball a couple times and threw it up? You know you said, damn, Bo did say he was the black Aaron Rodgers. And you were like, God damn, he just did what Aaron Rodgers does. Holy shit.
No.
Aaron Rodgers is the
So
only
he said,
man that do that.
I don't believe it, Bo. I think he said, "Oh shit."
He said, damn, Bo is the only one that said this is the black Aaron Rodgers. And he made it look like it too. Woo. Hail Mary, Vic.
Nah, he was
That
like,
was
"Oh, now
unbelievable.
we're gonna have a quarterback controversy." Oh shit. I bet you that's what you were saying.
Dude,
Vic. I'm willing to bet money.
I didn't even leave the stadium yet, and Vic
Vic
was already
Vic
blowing my
probably
phone
was in
up.
tears.
He was already blowing my phone up before I even left the fucking stadium, man. Shit. Text messages and shit. I'm like, God damn, Vic, I'm just trying to drive home.
It gotta
man.
be that Perry had sex with Van Weller or something. Like he doesn't like Perry. I just don't understand why you don't like Perry.
I know why. He's blaming Bubba Bax's failures for freaking the quarterback. It's Perry's fault.
don't do
God
that.
damn, Perry. You fucked the kicker up, man. Shit.
That's crazy.
Damn. That's
That's
cold-blooded.
Yeah, cold blooded
okay.
like a
Pop-
motherfucker.
Listen,
That
Papa
was
Pedro
savage.
convinced me to look at it differently, so we're going to look at it differently.
All right. Hey, let's,
So going forward,
let's-
I'm going to be objective.
well, let me ask you.
There
Vic,
you go.
Vic, what do you do here? Do you start going for twos, or do you still believe in Bubba Baxa?
Well, we only got another week before the other kicker comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Where is he at?
What's
though?
going on with that?
Well, why
I
won't
wish Diaz would just come out and say what's going on.
Why-
Is he suspended? Is he hurt?
What's going on,
It's,
Vic?
it's none of our business. So, I mean, that's how Manny's keeping it.
Oh,
We just
man.
got to roll
Okay.
with that.
There's some
Yeah.
bullshit
I mean,
we're getting out of. I'm
It's
thinking.
it's some shit behind that's going on, but, you know, he's not going to put that shit out there.
Oh,
That's what I
man.
love about it. Can I say something about
know
Manny Diaz?
what?
Can we say some good things about Manny Diaz? I
ahead.
like how Manny Diaz keeps everything quiet. Like
know?
he'll even,
Yeah,
cause
yeah.
I heard some stories about Manny Diaz just leaking out bullshit to see who the rat is. Like he's really quiet. He doesn't want things being leaked. How remember the days of Rick and Golden stupid shit was being leaked. Well, I like how Manny Diaz keeps everything
Come
quiet.
on, man.
That's what
I
Bill
agree. I
Belichick
agree.
does.
Well, guess what?
Mhm.
I
Guess
agree
what?
with that.
Guess what?
Mhm.
I think he's
You know
fucking
what got
lying
me
to us.
fired up?
I think he's lying
When
to
Jimmy
us.
Murphy came in, and got the first down,
Well,
it was 3rd and 1, and they gave it to him. I think Manny brought him in to
when
try to fire up the squad.
when can
It
we
was like
start?
3rd and 1.
When can we start calling bullshit on Manny Diaz? I mean, just what a week ago he said every job's up for grabs. Bullshit. I mean, when are we gonna start calling bullshit on this guy? I mean,
Why
come
is Zion Nelson continuously playing at left tackle? I mean, if he's
He's-
getting his ass kicked,
on? Well, I'll
you
tell
don't think it's in his head now,
I don't
Pedro?
know. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's just getting. Hey, he's getting reps, Vic. I mean, hey, Vic. He's
I mean,
fucking,
look at.
Vic,
I mean,
he's 18, 19 years old going against 21 guys that have been in the weight room 3 or 4 years. Like, are you not
I
understanding
understand.
this?
I get it, but that destroys the kid's
Bo, this is what he's trying to get at. His question is, in the window is, well, you got somebody else on the bench who's healthy enough, who should be playing. Why they're not playing? The problem is that we're trying to force an issue with Zion because he's the most athletic lineman that we have. Popular to contrary belief, I know that Campbell had broke his hand against the University of Florida. That's why he was getting beat. and that's why he didn't play after that. His hand is better now. Why they're not putting him in and move Skates back over is beyond me. It is beyond me. Campbell hand is fine now, so he should be. I would actually stick Campbell on the left side and leave Skates on the right side to help out Clark since he's the young guy. But hey, that's
That
just
makes
me,
sense.
and I know that's just me. I don't know why they not pulling. I don't know why they still slow playing Campbell. Maybe it's something that I don't know, but Campbell is fine right now. He should be back at the tackle position. Because the only reason why Zion got that position is because Campbell had hurt his knee during spring, and then when he came back, you see he went to right tackle to start the first game. So Campbell is fine.
What about that guy Kai Haybert? I mean, why isn't he
Man,
playing?
Kellyon Herbert, he's not what we thought he was. A lot of what he got there is because of the simple fact that he got hyped up because of the school that he went to. And Kai came in with the shoulder that he had to miss the last. I mean, because I was there at the Under Armour. Kai didn't play the Under Armour when Devon had played. Kai's still coming off shoulder injury. He was battling that out throughout his whole freshman season, and then he hurt his knee during his sophomore. And that's why he had redshirted last season, because his knee.
And what about my boy from New York, El Gamal?
Man, please, El Gamal.
He's not ready?
El Gamal is nowhere near ready, so you can scratch him too. El Gamal, I think they honored his scholarship, honestly, because that was another Cyril's project. But I don't see him being what we think he's going to be or what he should be.
Mm-hmm.
Man, don't tell Vic that.
Unfortunately,
No. Listen. Well, he's only played football for 1 year.
Yeah, he might
Right,
be a late
so
bloomer. He might be a late bloomer here.
Well, I mean, he could be a late bloomer he wants to, but with what we have coming in, he's going to get passed up because if what's this cat out of Jacksonville that's coming in, Rivers.
Oh yeah,
Rivers already. He's already a step ahead of El Gamal, and if El Gamal got a battle with Rivers and Campbell and Zion for the next 3-4 years, we'll never see him unless he slides down to guard.
I don't know, man. You don't ever know what these
Rivers got to feel good because he knows he's going to step right in and play.
How does he know?
And he's probably he will.
Come on, Vic.
We don't want to lose him on a decommitment.
Come on, Vic.
Let
me tell you something. Let me tell you something about Oak Leaf. Tell you something about Oak Leaf. They're not a lot. I mean, a lot of them go to college, but not a lot of them produce. But go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
No, I wouldn't want to lose him.
I mean, if they got Zion pegged in that tackle,
can we?
And Zion is getting trashed and he's gonna only get better. And if you got Scape on the other side, you're not gonna see him either unless he slides the guard. And right now, who you got at guard? Clark.
Hey Pedro.
Donaldson right now.
Hey Pedro, why did Reed leave?
Because he couldn't get it. Because he got passed up by a freshman. And Reed is a guy that just, they couldn't trust him. He couldn't process things fast enough.
Dang. Well.
So do you think Lingard made the right decision by redshirting?
Well, this is the thing. That should have been, I mentioned that. He should have done that anyway.
Man.
The program should have just did that. They should have did that. But
I haven't heard good things about. I haven't heard good things about.
But it's not confirmed that they're gonna do that. It's a suggestion. They didn't have a concrete confirmed that he will take it, but it makes all the sense because of the simple fact: why would you bring this kid back after major knee surgery, wasted eligibility? Only on special teams on kick team, because he's not going to give me carries. Period.
Come on, Pedro. Man,
it doesn't make sense to bring him. It doesn't.
Pedro, I've heard that he's stiff. I've not heard good things about him. I heard he's stiff.
Who that? Lingard?
Yes.
Who, Lingard?
Runs high. They say he's stiff. I'm not hearing good things about him.
like I mentioned, that 5-star, yes, you get 1,700 yards one year, you get 1,400 yards another year. You're a hell of a track athlete. Everything looks good.
I was told,
but you couldn't do it.
I was told that he's just the fan favorite, and they don't know why he's a fan favorite, but that's why they say he's just a fan favorite.
I mean, I see why he's a fan favorite because of what I just said. And a lot of these fans, they don't know football. They just look at stars and think that he's going to be able to pop in and do somewhat what he did in high school. That's the only reason why he's a fan, because it's like it's been a long time since we saw a 5-star here. So anybody who's a 5-star, our fans are going to jump through the roof. Oh, shit, we got a 5-star kicker. Remember that? Well, he wasn't a 5-star, though, but he was rated high, but everybody was losing their damn mind. If you get a guy who has 4 or 5 stars, and you would see it, we don't get them in bunches like that like we used to. We lose our mind as a fan base. But most of our fan base don't know football.
I don't care about.
I thought Cam Davis was going to be better, anyways. Well, Cam Harris now.
I don't like. I don't care. I don't care about stars. I want players.
No, I know you don't, but I'm just saying. Because you and I, we know the game. We know that shit is just like okay, cool. It sounds nice.
You know, for the star people, I mean, I went and did the star shit. I went and looked at Clemson.
Yeah, we already know that.
I went and looked at Clemson. They've only beat us in the last 11 years. They've only beat us 6-5 in recruiting classes. I mean,
remember I told you Wisconsin too.
Oh, Wisconsin's averaging like between 28 and the 65th class. They beat our ass. Fucking UCF is like 50 to 98, and they beat our ass. I mean, it's about developing the fucking players and being able to find them.
Right.
And we haven't had coaches
we have not been good at that department
at all. I mean, and then
and that's what we
I'm starting to question.
You get what you pay for.
I'm starting to question these, our especially on the defensive side. How come we're not that good at D tackle right now? Why are we thin at linebacker? Why can't we land the big time DBs in South Florida? When are these guys going to step up and do something? All these DBs and we can't land nothing. And then they went to Rump school and played for him, man. Like, oh man.
Oh, I know the whole story. I know the whole story with Rump thing and the kids that was at the school. That from the outside looking in, you would think that those kids were a shoe-in, but the fact of the matter is, these kids were growing up, just like we mentioned, the other schools are winning. So these kids are already looking elsewhere. Plus, Rump and that whole golden era, they didn't, Rump wasn't sending his players over here regardless. That's another thing. So, all because he comes in and he's been coaching these kids up and showing them what colleges are looking for, what college produces DBs, he shows them those schools. So then when he's the head coach now, he's like, hey, I know I'm y'all coach, but this school ain't where it need to be at right now. And so these kids minds already been programmed to look elsewhere. But our fans don't want to hear that. They just automatically think, oh, these are his kids. He couldn't get them.
Come on.
But he already coached them. He coached them not to even look here.
But I'm saying we can't get one of these guys, Pedro. One. What? I mean, what's Banda supposed to be? Oh, Banda's this great recruit. What has Banda done?
I don't see Banda as being that great ace recruiter. And another thing they've done, which I totally didn't like, is how they were handicapping Rump with his corner offers. They didn't give him 100% free reign to go get his guys. They got this measurable that they want to look for, and they got to stick to that. And they say, all right, here you go, Rump, coach this guy. That's the problem that with the Rump shit that I don't like. I don't know if Manny have opened it up and let him handpick his guys, but they need to. I mean, they don't want him to go get 5'9", 5'10" guys. And that's the sad part.
I'm so sick of them, these freaking measurables. Give me someone that's an undersized dog all fucking day. Shit.
Yeah, I agree.
What was that kid at Florida State? That was the DB at Florida State. That was a fucking dog. He's from Miami. Fuck, I can't think of his name.
LaMarcus Joyner.
Joyner. I mean, look at these guys, undersized guys, man. Like, go get these dogs that are undersized. Like they're so enamored with they
Look
want.
at the kid. Look at the kid Ricky was talking about, Jaden Davis. He's playing at Oklahoma. He's starting. He's as a true freshman.
I'm just saying.
I believe we interviewed him, by the way.
I'm just saying, like they got these measurables, and it's not only Miami, it's a lot of schools, and they got to go by these measurables. And the only reason they do it is because if they do take the kid that's undersized and he doesn't pan out, then they look like dumb fucks. If they take the guy that meets the measurables and he doesn't pan out, they say, hey, he's just lazy.
Hey, Bo, it's just midnight here, man. So
all right,
Brian Mays.
I'll see y'all later.
All right, Vic, you want to do your thing or no?
Yes, it was a good show. From this point on, I am rooting for number 5.
Yeah.
I've let go of the past. Thank you, Father Pedro. With that note, keep yourself safe, put some joy into your life and to others that surround you, and never, ever forget to kiss someone you love. Peace out.